Oh, God. Decent computer game for its day. God. Awful movie. Available to sign out from your local library. This season. Exposure they're getting on the two TV shoots this weekend. As guests.
So do we have anybody on the back?
I think they've been alternating through the event. So this would be an odd number game for them, their fifth game. So it makes sense for Roy to be on. Suppose if you're comfortable with the rotation, go with it. Have to be careful if you just won a section, you don't get caught looking ahead too far in this game. It is. And you will have a 2 o'clock draw, and if necessary, 7 o'clock. side has Winter. Como has Tracy. Third knockout, you can see some duplication of games. Yeah. I remember one year, I think it was the year why can't I remember his name? Because the year the Roaches ended up winning the Canadian Juniors, that year's provincials, they had to win 3 in a row on the Monday. Yep. Just about.
Jill has done a really good job.
Oh, she's done fantastic.
And ends to glory, and we have the Blanchards doing sheet 7. Ready for the signal there. Let us know when we're on. Good afternoon, curling fans, and welcome back to Thistle St. Andrews Curling Club in St. John, New Brunswick for the 2 p.m. Sunday draw at the 2020 Papa John's New Brunswick Under 21 Curling Championships. We have a cracker of a match ahead for you in the boys section today. We have Team Jacob Nowlan from the Curl Moncton in Moncton taking on Jamie Stewart's rink from the host club TSA. I'm Sean Thompson. I'm alongside Kevin Kyle, and these two teams have met before. Kevin, it was a decisive victory, 9-2 for Nowlan. What can we look forward to in this game this afternoon?
I expect to see the Stewart team very conservative through the first 6 innings. Try to make this a short game before and I don't think they want to try and go toe-to-toe with them 2 to 10 innings. So certainly the Nowlan team just opposite. They're going to be prepared to get into it early
Nowlan does have the hammer throwing Red Rocks in the first hand. They won the last shot draw competition, which leaves Team Stewart in the Yellowstones. Team Stewart on the last of their 3 lives in this triple knockout event. They lost their first 2 games. First to Team Johnston, Clarksville, 10-6, and then, as I mentioned, to this Nowlan side 9-2 yesterday. But they battled back this morning with their backs against the wall for an 8-6 victory against Johnston to keep their championships alive.
Yeah, so they are on their last life. They'll pull all the stops today to stay alive.
Team Nowlan, Josh Nowlan, the lead, asked to keep it open, and he gets a corner of that. Opportunity perhaps for Team Stewart. And a knee in the hack for Team Stewart, flanked by mate Pierce Davis, lead Timothy Marine. Have a rock in the forefoot. Now try to protect it. A hard sweep from Marine and Davis. This will friendly come to a stop, just straddling the center line. Rock is mostly buried. Team Nowlan come in on a hot streak. They did lose their first game Friday afternoon, 11-3 to Liam Marine's ring from TSA, but since then they've rattled off 3 wins in a row, 9-2 over Stewart. Then they beat Alex Peasley 9-4 and got their revenge on Team Marine at 9-7 this morning. That win, incidentally, guarantees them play on Championship Monday as the B section winners. We're in the C section games now. The winners of all the games on ice right now will be playing at 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. Again, putting up guard. After Robertson from Team Nowlan successfully peeled the first guard away.
So well-placed guard there, Sean. We'll continue to see some views from the Nowlan team.
We've seen a lot of teams contend to make this first game. Games in the championships. Now not any difference. He stuffs it though. Straight jam.
We'll see Stewart probably throw up another guard.
Actually, I think they're trying for the goal.
Yeah, he decides going to bring another one in.
Three other games on sheet this draw. The other boys section game is on sheet 8. Liam Marine won the 8 section yesterday morning. He's taking on Alex Peasley of the Gage Golf and Curling Club in Armagh. Peasley needing a win to continue his championship quest, and this draw goes through the house. The girls' games we have on sheet 6, the newly crowned B section winner, Melanie Forsyth of Pearl Moncton, taking on her clubmate Olivia Winter in a rematch of a game we had Friday night. And on sheet 7, our other commentary sheet, Justine Como of Capital Winter Club. Good house clearance there. It does leave a guard though.
Yeah, nice shot there, Will Robinson, to make that run back. Did leave the guard, so another opportunity for James Stewart to ask for the turnaround.
Sheet 7, the A section winner Justine Como looking to bounce back from her first loss of the event. Tracy Gladstone Curling Club in Fredericton Junction tries to stay alive. The rest of all those games as the afternoon progresses. Hard sweep here. Hit it by the guard short of the house.
Yeah, it came up short. So they're staggered, and so Josh Nowlan is asking Wilt to play the come around.
Nowlan with the hammer. You know, if he senses the opportunity to take multiple points, he's going to do his best to take them.
Yeah, I expect him to play aggressive early and try to get another lead in this game.
This needs to come now. Stewart will sweep the rock just to the back of the 12-foot. Still a rock in play, though, as Jamie Stewart comes back for his first. Another come-around draw. This one hasn't been attacking.
So Jimmy's going to continue to try to keep it in-turn side.
Comfort thing at this stage, or?
Yeah, he's probably more comfortable with this path. Even though he just watched the Nowlan rock go down on the other side.
They have had 10 minutes each to practice before the game has gotten underway, too. So they'll have had time to get used to the sheet. Hard sweeping here.
Yeah, great brushing here by the front end.
They get by the guard, yes. How deep? Back of the 4, mostly buried. Still might be a hint of something. Certainly, at the very least, Jacob Nowlan can draw back to him.
Yeah, his 2 is still in play here.
Nowlan's first shot of the end, first shot of the game. His ring from Earl Moncton. The amalgamation of the 3 former Moncton clubs, the Beausejour, Beaver, and the Moncton Curlers Association. Jacob Nowlan's first draw.
So this is Josh. So Josh is actually skipping.
Okay.
Towards the front.
Hard sweep there from Jacob Nowlan and Will Robertson. They get it by the top.
Well, it did start behind, so there's an opportunity here for James Stewart to walk onto there.
Log on to there just like Nowlan did with his rock.
Gotta be careful not to play this too tight and rub off that guard. Job 1 is to get by that yellow guard.
Trying to shrink the scoring zone. What do you say?
Now, good opportunity to get in there and make sure there's no deuce.
Second shot for Jamie Stewart, first end. Hard sweeping straight away from Davis and Knee. Touching it. Has to go by the guard.
Yeah, great shot there from Jamie Stewart. Good job, sweepers, and for judging the weight. They didn't jump that one and oversweep it.
Josh Nowlan taking a good look. He's going to play the hit. It's going to be very tight. Agree with the call, Kevin?
Yeah, early in the game, he just wants to make sure that he gets in there. So.
Josh Nowlan here with the final shot. And number 1.
He does have that biter at the back, so maybe a good setup here. He sticks around, keep one thing going.
Well, he gets a lot going, but he jams. And that leaves one yellow Stewart stone. Team Stewart with an early 1-0 lead, stealing the first end at the 2020 Papa John's New Brunswick Under-21 Curling Championships here on Bellline TV1.
So we saw another example there where a team got bitten just by being a foot or two heavy and be behind the team line. And that gave the Stewart rink an opportunity to get on top of it and just to take the deuce rate out of the equation. So it's really important that you be above the team line. The skips here are so good. They're not going to miss that opportunity to be able to draw a tap down to second behind the team line.
Even though Team Stewart qualified as the low seed on the boys' side of this event, the 5th seed of 5, they do have pedigree. They are the defending under-15 champions. So if nothing else, we're going to be seeing a lot more of this foursome in the years to come.
Well, that's for sure. It goes for all these teams out here. Basically, there's just two teams that are really aging out here. The combo team for the girls and the ring team for the boys. Both teams have one player without being mean, but the rest of these teams are going to be around for a long time.
And you'll have other teams coming up, moving into competitiveness as they graduate from the under-15, the under-18 ranks into the under-21s. Good peel out to open up the house again. Give Team Stewart a chance to put in another draw. Timothy Murray. Lee. Team Stewart. Grade 10 student in Roth, say hi. Been curling for 10 years. Fan of the Los Angeles Lakers. So he got to experience some heartbreak on Christmas Day with that loss to the Clippers.
Timothy's younger brother of Liam Moon, skipper of the Moon team.
And just to update you on some of the other action, including in that Team Marine game, it is Liam Marine getting out to an early 2-0 lead on Alex Peasley. Marine getting 2 in the first game. Team Nowlan content just to keep this open. Nowlan hitting and sticking behind the team.
Yeah, nice simple win for both teams so far.
Jamie Stewart asking Enemy for a hit. On sheet 6 in the girls' game, a blank end between Melanie Forsyth and Olivia Winter. It will be Forsyth getting in the handle in the second. And on sheet 7, Justine Como took 2 in the first. She's out to a 2-0 lead on Tracy. Hit and stick there by Emmett Nee. Up comes for Team Nowlan, Will Robertson. Another fantastic young girl. This augurs very well for next season, the quality of the field.
Yeah, we do have a lot of depth in the curling.
And my mistake there, that was Isaiah
so both teams just exchanging hits here. And only got a hit right last time, so Stewart just calls for the walk-in runs. We'll take a request here by Jacob Josh Nowlan.
And Downey will hit in, roll out. Still wide open. As we are halfway towards the blank end. But blank ends do serve a purpose. They serve to conserve time. We make a point of this because it's not common at every junior event. This is a timed competition. Each team gets 38 minutes of picnic time, plus 2 one-minute timeouts to use in regulation. Kevin, what do you find is the biggest difference between time and untimed play between curlers at this level?
When teams know they're on the clock, they're efficient. We don't see anybody out there rushing, but they're efficient with their time and keep the game moving. When they're off the clocks, they know they're not being timed, and you can see some very long games. And you know from being a draw master for many an event that can really throw a monkey wrench into a weekend schedule.
Team Stewart's Rock just past the back line, which is why Team Nowlan's hit Nowlan House for Robertson's first.
And both teams probably happy at this point. I think Team Nowlan comfortable banking some time and being patient. But also the Jamie Stewart team is happy that runs get another run off the board, and there's a top team in the field. So
And they stole that one, too.
so if they can continue this for 4 or 5 ends and make it a 4-end game, and I think that's a better chance of a positive outcome versus trying to go 10 ends to a 4 at this point.
Indeed. Here's Davis hitting and sticking there as Will Robertson goes back to the hack. Again, just get rid of it. Save the complicated stuff for later rounds. Isaiah Downey, Jacob Nowlan. On the broom here. Right on the nose.
Nice throw there from Robertson. Clean up the stick.
Jamie Stewart coming back for his first skip stone. Grade 10 student at Casas Valley High School. Curling for 9 years. Plays tennis in the earlier off season. And looking to operate the linear service here. It's the hash marks in. On and the slight roll in. This will leave Josh Nowlan is up hit.
Teams are exchanging hits here. It's a good time for teams to take a break in order to Papa John's Pizza.
Yes, online orders are available. PapaJohns.com. Keep your eyes open for promo codes. Here's your television This will leave Jamie Stewart with a hit to force Nowlan to make his last. Hard sweeping, but it looks like it is over-curled. Yeah. Unfortunate break for Team Stewart. This leaves Josh Nowlan coming back with a draw to the paint for 2. Somewhat unexpectedly. To some extent, you hate to get a deuce like that, but those are the breaks of the game.
Yeah, the Cardinal Gods do have a way of moving things out, and sometimes you're receiving that, and sometimes you're giving that. So, really, part of the learning process is you just got to park that. There's nothing to do about it. You can't control it. Park it, forget about it, and move to the next one.
Last rock and 2 needs a sniff of the paint. Half-hearted sweep from Timothy Marine, but it is 2 on the board for Team Nowlan. And a 2-1 lead through 2 ends over Jamie Stewart. You're at the 2020 Papa John's New Brunswick Under-21 Curling Championship, right here on Bellline TV1. Sean Thompson upstairs with Thistle St. Andrews alongside Kevin Kyle. We are clearly in the quick game. And on sheet 6, one of the girls' games, it does look like Melanie Forsythe has scored. They've scored at least 1. They're measuring to see if a second stone is biting the rings. Keep you abreast of that as it develops. Sheet 5, our feature game. Third end just getting underway with Jacob Nowlan. One in play here.
Well, just called it in top 4.
Hardly any doubt. And Jamie Stewart asking Tim Marine to hit.
I want to be careful not to underthrow it in this spot here. It will curl.
You can see the sweepers working hard to keep it on line. Is it enough? Oh, just.
I think it's a great roll over to the wings. Put that rock in a different spot for the other team to do.
Different spot and a bit of a trickier spot. Out in the wings.
Yeah, you can see how the broom's in. And it's got Josh Norris got the broom inside. And the inside couple inches on that rock. So as long as you keep the broom down, it's going to be straight.
Hit the row. And straight to the inside. And this end starts much like the last one, with quite a few open hits.
Jamie Stewart sticking to the game plan here. Keep it open. Make the serve.
At least through the first half of the game. No reason to play as if you're desperate. Isaiah Downey asked once again to hit. Dragon Howard from Robertson. Hard on the break. This is going to be close to stay in the house. This is championship ice, prepared by the NBCA Iceman. These surfaces usually have a heck of a lot of coolant.
So Jamie's asking Emmett to pick the lines. Looks a little heavy.
Josh Nowlan drag the shooter out of the rings. Stays in play, but it count for points at the end of it. Give Team Nowlan and Isaiah Downey another chance to clear the house. Sweeper's not touching it. This is going to bang on and roll out.
So Jamie asking for that rock into the rings.
They did measure whether or not Team Forsyth had a biter for a second point. Sheet 6, they did not. Team Forsyth gets 1 with the hammer in end number 2. The first point of the game, 1-0 Forsyth leads Olivia Winter. Both those rings from Carl Moncton. And it was a steal of 1 by Justine Como on sheet 7. Como from the Capital Winter Club now has a 3-0 lead on Brooke Tracy of the Gladstone Curling Club, Fredericton Junction.
Nice weight there by Emmett. Nice adjustment. So Milano way past the wheel there.
It's quiet wait, and you can see them sweeping all the way. Downey and Jacob Nowlan.
We'll start that one side just a little bit. Push hard.
They do hold the shooter across the forefoot. And again, a hit in a different part of the ice. Testing Pierce Davis's ability to reach. Sweeping in like this to stick around somewhere. And hold on to the button. On sheet 8 in the other boys' game between William Marine of TSA and Lawrence Peasley of the Gage, blank second end means that Team Marine retains a 2-0 lead playing 3. Will Robertson with another hit. Hard sweeping, and you can see that rock move across the ice. Solid hit. Play now well in front of the tee line. Pierce Davis is second. Sweeping called off. And a slight scoot over.
So we've seen this show play out the last couple ends.
Yeah, more hits than a pop radio station. Josh Nowlan in the hack. His rink out of control.
If Josh does roll out here, James Stewart a chance to
just roll over to the opposite side of the sheet.
Another hit here for Jimmy Stewart. Just to stick around.
If Team Stewart is to get a deuce here, they will need a bit of luck.
So at this point, I think the deuce, they just been thinking, blank it up.
Take the end off the board and move into four.
Just want to let this one go away.
Heavy clean from the sweepers. All that's needed. They'll have a look, and it did collect the rock at the back too. Signifies things a little for Team Nowlan too. Now you can't jam on the back. Josh Nowlan back for his second stone of the end, second skip stone. Team Nowlan. What has been a wide open contest so far. Isaiah Downey and Jacob Nowlan working hard to keep it.
Little roll in the middle.
Onto the top of the button.
Must make it a little harder for Jamie Stewart to hit this one and roll up the lanes. A lot of paint to roll through.
About 6 feet worth. Sweepers are at the ready. Timothy Marine holding the broom. Emmett Nee, Pierce Davis ready to sweep as necessary as Jamie Stewart delivers the final stone of the third end. Sweepers are right off. Now, off and on. Get the hit and the roll out.
Yeah, good feel there. Good bounce back there for Jamie to be able to park that bad break in the last end and come back and make both his shots.
Playing third end means that Team Nowlan still has a 2-1 lead after 3 ends at the 2020 Papa John's New Brunswick Under 21 Curling Championships here on Bellline TV1. Once again, we are on the quick game this sheet. A lot of open play, a lot of quick hits. And we don't have any further updates at this time from the other sheets. We'll pass those on as we get them. As Jacob Nowlan's first shot of the fourth end.
It's an eye patch for Wendy.
Yep. Somewhat appropriate that it's red.
Yeah, so the Nowlan team content to keep this game open, not throwing up the center guard, which they have their game plan. Sometimes in these situations, a more experienced team might feel that they need to blow out the younger team early. And so obviously the team Nowlan has their game plan and they're sticking to it. Regardless of who the opponent is, they have a game plan.
Team Stewart was trying for the corner guard there, but it did come into the house. Meaning Team Nowlan has the chance to get rid of it. Maybe roll over. Get some coverage for their own. covered, but
So it looks like Jamie feels like he needs to go for his goose this end. He's going to ask for the corner.
good decision or too early? And or is it too early to tell if it's too early?
I would have liked to have seen them keep it open and try to get a few more defensive ends in there because the Nowlan team is quite content to throw the rocks in the wing. So I think there was an opportunity there to play more blitzes, play another open end, go to the fifth end, look for a similar type end. And I'm sure at the halftime, Team Stewart talked to the coach. Down one or tied or up one, I think the coach would be very happy with that result.
Sweepers off and on for Team Nowlan. Fine shot from Isaiah Downey. 3 Red Rocks in the rings.
Yeah, so that guard coming in the rings, that's going to get Team Stewart back to playing that defensive game. So may end up with going out.
But they will need to work that much harder because there is so much red granite that brings over. You aren't trading hits.
Those rocks are good, close together, so there's double opportunities there. More opportunities. There's nice weight here, good little roll on top.
Excellent shot. Fine shot there from Emmett Nee. Really takes the straight takeout away from Team Nowlan. Playing more draw weight or guard?
Call for it.
Draw weight, maybe a little heavier.
I'm not able to hear them, but it looks like they call for that to come into the ring.
This has to do a bit of traveling.
Wanted it to finish a little bit.
Little settle just behind the tee.
There's a spring-loaded triple there.
There's a great pocket for a double, and there's also a great freeze opportunity.
Yeah, they blasted that red rock that's on the top left-hand side there. And simmered. Get all those rocks going.
They are playing the draw. Stewart playing the draw with Emmett Nee's second rock.
Jamie's committed to his tool this night.
This one is over curling a little bit. Serve as a bit of a guard.
Yeah, so Team Now is just going to draw another one.
We do have updates from the other games. The other boys game on sheet 8, a second blank end in a row between teams Marine and Peasley. Liam Marine still has the 2-0 lead there. And a blank end on sheet 7 in the girls game between Justine Como and Tracy. It is Como with the 3-0 lead, playing the 7th end. And this Team Nowlan Rock will settle in quite nicely. But there is a chance to remove at least move a lot of granite here. What do you say, Kevin?
Yeah, the Nowlan's line 3 there, all in that tight button area.
But they're calling a draw. Heavy draw, but a draw nonetheless. Sweepers, Marine, and Downey fighting to keep line.
Stewart ring still has position above the Red Rocks, but there is a possibility that we'll get some more Red Rocks in here. Stewart team is going to be forced to have to make some type of rundown.
Yeah. Team Nowlan is.
So they talked about whether to play the guard or just come in and corner freeze. Line 3 in there. Good setup. Probably good opportunity to play a guard. Probably less risk.
They're coming in.
There's a danger to come in is that you jiggle those rocks a little bit and get a bad angle.
They are coming into the paint. Jacob Nowlan, Isaiah Downey, off and on. Will get by the top stone. Just do a little jiggling.
Yeah, that's a great result. It needs to be.
You have to start thinking about the big weight.
Push him off his own way with good weight. Come off his own right where he has the boom. And I think we could get those two around the button moving.
Yeah. The two in the back, make them go away. This
So
is
he's always got that run back on the top.
Davis.
Okay, that was good result.
Gets the rocks moving. Creates a bit more room in that 4-foot zone. Even if Team Nowlan is still sitting 3. Quick update on treat 6. A steal of 1 for Melanie Forsyth. The team from Curl Moncton now has a 2-0 lead on clubmates Olivia Winter, playing 4. Josh Nowlan is coming back for his first rock in the end, and it looks like they're going for another pylon to put them away.
I think the guard would probably do the job here as well. I think the only play James Stewart's going to have a shot on his next rock would be to hit that yellow on the nose. It's on the 4-foot. So yeah, looks like a confident play. To try and block that nose hit.
Nowlan, Isaiah Downey trying to keep the line. Drag it as tight as they can. Be high, but that might do the job. Timothy Marine pointing up the hole to Jamie Stewart. Just about through the rock. Probably about a rock and a half.
Also could look at running that top yellow, angling it into that net, and trying to open it up a little bit. Get all those red rocks
In motion.
away from the center. On the button, and get it squeezed back a little bit.
I think if you're Team Stewart now, you are committed to score or bust here.
Yeah, this rock needs to get in there. At least be number 2.
A big weight hit for Jamie Stewart's first stone in 4. Oh my. cost of the shot is what'll hurt them.
So now is just going to guard this up.
Between the guard and this way the rocks are staggered on the left-hand side of the sheet, it's pretty hard to make a play on that side. Josh Nowlan is getting into the house. Deep. No. Good center guard. What does Jamie Stewart have? I think they were guarding against a hit on their top of the forefoot, but I don't know if they properly realized that the stagger wasn't there. Or they could have just played under through it.
Such a good setup there. The only way Nowlan can hurt themselves was to put a rock in there that just overtook. So, one of those situations that just be, because I don't think there was anything wrong with it. There's a red rock on the button, just screw it in there. Good chance here.
Play this right, you could get a deep shot. Otherwise, it will be a. If you don't score, obviously, it is a steal. Jamie Stewart lining up in the hack. Final rock, end number 4, on its way. On it right away, Ian Davis. Off it, they are skinny, and it's a steal of 2 for Team Nowlan. The Moncton rink out to a 4-1 lead after 4 ends. This is the 2020 Papa John's New Brunswick Under-21 Curling Championships on Belline TV1. A very tough shot. Just a bit narrow on it for Team Stewart.
Yeah, Team Stewart went really aggressive there. Aggressive play where with the opportunity presented itself to go for it, once those red rocks start coming up in that forefoot and start making something go away. It is only the 4th end.
Plenty of time to get points back. This is championship play, 10 end games, not the 8 you may be used to seeing in some of the other events throughout the season. A good center guard from Jacob Nowlan to start off the 5th end. And we will be taking a 5-minute break once this end is complete.
So James Stewart asking for a top coming on inside there.
And beyond, Team Stewart will be pulling out all the stops.
Go too aggressive. Only go 3.
Through the house there. Let's draw.
Getting their deuce back. A couple
this Nowlan team is a family affair. Josh is the skip, Jacob's the lead, and Ariel Nowlan, the father, is the team coach. You may see a bit of him later on. There's timeout. Sounds about right. Sounds about right. Probably team chauffeur as well. Always the way with parents, isn't it? You probably know better than me, having had a son in this, having coached your son in this event in the past. Timothy Marine. Get this rock to stay in the house. He'll slip behind T-line and lose the back. And Josh Dowland content asking Isaiah Downey to make the yellow go away. Tried this twice before. Timothy a bit deep on both. The shot is there to be made. The sweeper's on it straight away. Timothy and Pierce Davis. Get by the guard first of all. Done. Don't want it too deep. Just ahead of T.
Great shot there. Sweepers came off it a bit there. Luckily they got back on it and got it by. They would have owed him a pop after the game.
Oh, at least. I'd have held out for a pop at a candy bar. Team Nowlan peeling away their own guard there.
That draw was made perfectly. Not much option there.
Greeny Stewart having a good hard look. Looks like motioning for a tap back. Timothy Marine calling down. Doesn't like the call idea. Looks like they're trying to hit one of the back rods from now. Timothy is second. Sweeper's not touching it, and I don't know if you can see Emmett's reaction, because it's going to catch a piece and roll out.
Made it go away.
He made it go away, but his body language says he was hoping to stay.
So I think Team Stewart is prepared to bring the line back into play here.
Really hope they don't let frustration creep into their game. This is a talented team. They are the under-15 champions of New Brunswick. This is a team that can use games like this. And remember, this is a junior competition. They can use games like this to develop sort of more first. Me and Marine sweeping this.
So where he played the hit on his last shot, I would have thought that he would play another hit there. Try to hit and roll, but now we're going to talk about bring the blank lead from get the two back
Under freeze.
So it looks like he's back and also get his boost. So one of his other options on that last shot then is to kind of hit him on the back, but then to drop the corner guard.
Robinson in the hack. Trying to make the Stewart yellow disappear. Lanes up most of it. Nowlan sitting 2. Updates from the other games on sheet 8. Alex Peasley got on the board after 2 blank ends with 2 points. Liam Marine and Alex Peasley tied in 2, playing 5, Marine with the hammer. Pierce Davis. Sweeper's not touching this, and it looks hot all the way. Robertson coming out to sweep. Little dusting. And another opportunity. Deep. Nowlan looking to either press the force or get another steal.
Stewart hits one of those rocks and makes a shot, and then
Treat 7, girls game. Another steal. This a steal of 2 for Justine Como, who leads Brooke Tracy 5-0, playing the 5th.
So the freeze calls there with the 2 red rocks in the rings is a tough deuce. The perfect freeze is one of the hardest shots.
Josh Nowlan, and it's a hard sweep straight away from Jacob Nowlan and Isaiah Downey. Needs every lick of it. As far as you can take it, men. And they'll take it to the top of the 12-foot. Does not look like it's biting anywhere near biting 8. Still 3 red rocks in the house for Team Nowlan. On sheet 6, Olivia Winter of Curl Moncton takes a point in the 4th end. She trails clubmate Melanie Forsyth 2-1. Forsyth with the hammer playing 5.
So Jamie Stewart's going to play the draw here. It's going to try and use that rock that was just thrown as a guard.
He has the backing, but probably hopes it doesn't come into play. Better to keep this ahead of the tee line.
Oh yeah, actually if he gets to the backing, he'd only be number 2. He can't go behind the tee line.
Davis and Nee not touching this with their brooms. The weight must be all on its own. It's gotta dig in. Gotta dig in. And it will just about. That is very close indeed. They do use the stone top 12 as a guard, but I think Nowlan is still sitting 1 as Josh Nowlan comes back for his second shot of the end.
Good chance here for Nowlan to bury one.
Nowlan, with Isaiah Downey and Jacob Nowlan ready to sweep if necessary. Little clean, mostly observing. Off and on. It is starting to curl. Settles in the back of the button. Good shot by Josh Nowlan. What does that leave for Team Stewart?
Almost the same shot he just threw. He can take just a little less ice and throw at least the same weight. Maybe, probably not much more. It looked like Timothy had started to sweep that red stone, so it looks like it's right to the tee line, so it doesn't have to move it much.
Just enough. To get another point, Jamie Stewart has the final rock in the fifth end. Davis and Neese start cleaning. Nothing more intense thus far. Watch for it when it starts to go. It's starting to move.
The line looks really good.
Starting to move. Is it
It's all
there?
about the weight.
Is it there? I think it is. That is a point for Team Stewart in end number 5. We'll wait a moment for confirmation. A point for Team Stewart. Cuts the arrears to 2. Josh Nowlan's rink with a 4-2 lead at the fifth end break. Sean Thompson alongside Kevin Kyle will be back in just a few minutes with the second half of this afternoon's draw. You're watching the Papa John's New Brunswick Under-21 Curling Championships on Bell Line TV1. And before we go off for the break, it was a steal of 1. Did not move it enough. Steal of 1 for Team Nowlan, so it's 5-1. Arrears not cut. a stupid amount of digital comics. Oh boy. I'll be asking you the usual questions coming back from break. Coaches will have told their players. Hey, you've actually coached. I think the only event I've coached a team at, I got snookered into coaching my sister's team at the U18s when she was like a second-year curler, and I was in ninth grade. They were out of their league.
Scarred you for life, didn't it?
Coaching expertise of 3 games. How are we doing with the time? I'll save the breaking cat news for later. Nice, silly comic. Oh, gets into the laughter in our lives. We on? Good afternoon and welcome back to Thistle St. Andrews Curling Club in St. John. The Papa John's 2020 New Brunswick Under-21 Curling Championship getting underway with the second half of the Sunday afternoon draw. First rock and N6 in our feature game on Sheet 5 between Team Nowlan of Curl Moncton, coached by Darielle Nowlan. They have a 5-1 lead on Team Stewart of Thistle St. Andrews, coached by Jeff Stewart. And it was a very close run thing for that point in end number 5. It was a steal for Team Nowlan. Team Stewart just couldn't move Shotstone enough.
No, it was a game of inches. A great shot by Jamie. It's in that spot of the ice. There wasn't much the sweepers could do. If they swept it, it would have angled off of it. So just a very difficult shot and just came up an inch shy. So
Corner guard there from Timothy Marine. If you're Coach Jeff Stewart, talking to your team at the break, a few bad breaks in the first half of the game, a bit of a painful coming up short with the last rock of the half, and you're up against the wall. Your tournament, your championships are on the line. What do you tell your team?
well, they're only down 4, so they'll get their deuce back here. Don't have to go crazy. This is not a do or die end. There's lots of curling left yet. So they got the corner guard up, and now they're coming around it. So an opportunity here, get to this end. If not, if you're forced to one, move on and force the other team and try to get your 2 or multiple in that next end.
And we're seeing another Timothy Marine draw come up heavy, go through the house. And it's Opportunities like that have passed the team by that have really hurt the Stewart rink through 5 ends. Isaiah Downey has made all the shots asked of him so far.
So Nowlan team's up 4, so they're just bringing everything into the rings. They don't want any guards.
If you were Daryl Nowlan, what would you tell your troops? Who your team has to be feeling pretty good. Is it important to keep them grounded?
Oh, for sure. And just tell them to just keep playing a defensive game here. You don't need to get, look, if you get the opportunity to go aggressive with no risk, then take it. But they don't have to take any risks. They can play conservative.
This is the first shot for Emmett Nee. Team Stewart playing the Yellow Rocks. Get a little movement on the top red. Bring it back into the 4-foot.
Yeah, that's okay.
As Team Nowlan calls a hit, we'll run down some of the other scores of the other games. The other junior men's game ongoing at the moment is on sheet 8. And Alex Peasley of the Gage Golf and Curling Club in Oromocto stole a point in the 5th end. His team now has a 3-2 lead on Leah Marine of TSA, the host club. They're in the 5th end break. Well executed hit there, roll over to the side. 4 red rocks in the rings. Compared with 1 corner guard and 2 rocks out of play for Team Stewart.
So it looks like Jamie's looking for another tap back on that rock in the top 4. And at this point, lots of rocks to come. They could play a little hit and roll off that top one and roll behind the corner.
Hard sweep from Marine and Davis. Get this into the paint. Tap the stone top 4-foot into the button.
So Josh Nowlan had to get rid of that yellow rock in the top 8-foot.
The girls' games are both playing the 6th end. On sheet 7, the other streaming sheet, Brooke Tracy picked up a single point with a hammer in 5, but it is Justine Como, the Capital Winter Club, still leading that one 5-1 with the hammer now in 6. Tracy from the Gladstone and Fredericton Junction. Hit and roll out. Not much more needed to be done.
No, nice peel there.
And on sheet 6, Melanie Forsyth and Olivia Winter played a blank end in 5. It is still a 2-1 lead for Forsyth. 2 rinks from Curl Moncton going at it on sheet 6. Winter needing the win to stay alive. Some hard sweeping here from Marine and Nee. Trying to get in. Do you want to be in the pocket?
You want to make sure that you were above the red rocks, so it's bounced off a little bit to the side. Actually, with the rocks that are playing the rings and with that corner, could have played a little heavier weight on that and moved those rocks straight out of the 4-foot.
Instead, Will Robertson has to do yet another takeout. No problem. That's 5 rocks in the rings for Team Nowlan.
Yeah, at this point, I think we got to get rid of that red rock at the back 4. Move these rocks around a little bit, get some separation.
Got to get rid of something.
Just move it out. Move that one at the back 4 out of the way, because that top red is now going to jam on it.
Team Nowlan knows they will be playing at least one game tomorrow. They won Section B this morning with a 9-7 win over Leah Marine. Well, they get everything straddling or behind the tee line as far as red stones are concerned. Still sitting 3 Nowlan. Josh Nowlan again just wants to make a yellow stone go away.
Yeah, it looks like he could get a roll here and just still sit in the top 4 there.
If you're Josh Nowlan, are you thinking more about another big end steal? 2 or more?
No, I think it's just all about preventing the deuce. Don't let the other team. He doesn't mind if Team Stewart gets 1. He just wants to make sure that they don't get the 2.
Josh Nowlan's first skip stone.
If this rolls away too far, Stewart Rink's going to have a good opportunity to play a freeze down there and set up their 2.
Well, they've got a hit and a roll, and will bounce back in front of the tee line.
So there's a nice little pocket there.
Boy, howdy is there. Those red rocks are almost cupping the button. Jamie Stewart coming back for his first. The defending U15 champions trying to stay alive and avoid their 3rd and final loss in this triple knockout championship.
So I just want to be careful not to put this in a spot where Josh can come off his own rock and squirt this yellow rock out sideways.
Sweeper's not touching this. It looks quick. There is going to be separation, but not a whole lot. Now, Josh Nowlan looking at planting one on the lid of the just delivered shot stone.
So now it's just about preventing the deuce. So he's going to try and just freeze right on top of it.
Little less than tee line, the weight required.
It looks like Jamie Stewart would still have a play on the in-turn with a heavy draw to just wick off that red rock that's off to the left as we're looking at it.
Depends on the placement. If you get it just a little left to nose, you may be able to block that off. Call is only line.
Yeah, I think a freeze on the nose still gives an opportunity for another yellow one to get in there, but if he moved his broom over there about an inch, I don't think...
But they need to get down there, and they aren't. About 5.5 feet short of what they wanted. And this does leave the deuce in play.
Yeah, so it just looks like it's just a draw tap.
Almost a hit tap. You need to get through that hole up top, the two red rocks on the 12-foot.
You don't need a lot of weight on this. So back 8, and you can hit that yellow rock right on the corner and still have a piece of the button.
What turn would you go with here?
Go with the out turn where they're at there now.
Any reason?
Well, I think that's the only way you can get to the button. And curls hard on that in turn if we were talking about coming through that port and bouncing off the other red. There's a danger that they don't get wrong. I'm not sure of the weight call here. This ice looks like he's planning to throw some weight here.
Can you afford to?
I don't think so. I think there's a chance that...
Well, the final stone is on its way in end number 6.
Okay, so it's just quiet weight.
Sweepers off and on. Jamie Stewart, what have you done?
Got a hit on the outside. Great shot.
You have done brilliant. A skipper's deuce for Jamie Stewart.
Nice
cutting the arrears to 2 points.
Nice weight there. Great shot.
Fantastic shot and a well-earned 2 for Jamie Stewart. Still trails Josh Nowlan 5-3, but the host rink, Team Stewart, can keep their head high. They are back in this contest.
Yeah, so Team Stewart will come back with the center guard and try to get the steal.
You are watching the 2020 Papa John's New Brunswick Under 21 Curling Championships on Bell Line TV 1. Live from Thistle St. Andrews Curling Club with me, Sean Thompson. And beside me, wearing a Dallas Cowboys jersey. We know what he's doing once we are done here today. Is Kevin Kyle.
Yeah, hopefully I won't be pulling out my hair.
Probably having games on split screen, too. Because I know the Cowboys need a result to go their way in the Philadelphia game.
Yeah,
Little deep, that center guard. It's in the paint.
Yeah, that needs to be out in the free guard zone.
And Jacob Nowlan will just have a chance to hammer this away. The front end perhaps playing more hits than they're used to.
Yeah, it's been a fairly defensive game, that's for sure. So Stewart asking for the guard from Timothy Marine.
And again, this still is a young team, this Team Stewart. I have a suspicion the big prize for them will be later this season at the provincial under-18s. Good center guard there.
Yeah, good bounce back shot there for Timothy.
Updates from the other games as they become available.
Yeah, so Josh Nyland asking for his brother Jacob, bring it around.
So this again, Team Nowlan trying to force play in the house.
Yeah, they don't want any guards, and first opportunity they get, they're going to rip off that yellow guard. So Stewart team might like to put another guard in play here. Looks like they're going to come in.
They're going to come around. 2 stones they're trying to come around. Their own guard. And the shot top 12 that Jacob Nowlan just threw.
Yeah, pro side miss here is to be short.
Goodly amount of sweeping.
Could have put another guard around the one that's there, a little tighter to the rings. And so when that center guard gets peeled, that they'd still have a guard. And they'd have ability to throw another one higher up.
Rock stays out wide open in the 4-foot. Takeout called for Isaiah Downey. Update from sheet 7, our other streaming sheet. It is 2 points for Justine Como, the defending women's under-21 champion, now with the 7-1 lead on Brooke Tracy. As this hit is made like child's play and sticks. Stewart looking at the hit and bounce over. With this, Emmett Nee's second stone. Both teams doing fairly well for time, and both teams have both their timeouts. We haven't had a timeout called yet in this match.
Yeah, even in the ends where we've had lots of rocks in the 4-foot, both skips are very decisive and are quick to make their decisions.
It rolled to the wrong side, just on the fringes of the 12-foot there. And it's so far out, it looks like Josh Nowlan will be asking for another draw.
I think he's asked for the peel.
Either way, not making a play on the yellow rock in the house, making a play on the guard. Didn't get all of that. Just bounces it over to the corner.
And took off a rock that was in the rings. Did move that rock off the center line. So mission accomplished.
Update from sheet 6, the other girls' game. And it is Melanie Forsyth of Curl Moncton getting 3 in the 6th end, and jumping out to a 5-1 lead over Olivia Winter. Winter must win to keep her championship hopes alive. Playing 7. Just as we are here in our streaming game on sheet 5, Team Stewart puts one top of the 8-foot, but not really hidden by anything.
No, and that red rock is pretty tight. That red rock can be run back. So even if they had buried that one, you would have seen the Nowlan rink play that run back and open things right up.
He almost would have preferred them to play the run back, though, because more moving pieces, more of a chance of a miss.
But you're not going to have any rocks out front, and you'll be guarding for your life.
Hit and roll out. Another come around draw the call for Pierce Davis.
Giving up one here would not be the end of the world for Team Stewart. But they do not want to give up 2.
No. I find it kind of sucks to be down more points than there are ends remaining. Hard sweep for line. Coming off, it's got enough steam on its own.
I think they need the tick on it to save it.
Through the house it goes. And now Josh Nowlan will ask Will Robertson to turn his attention to the yellow Stewart stone on the side of the 12-foot in the wings. Light sweeping. No problem. Shooter will roll out. Team Stewart still trying to get in there. They're still trying to force the issue.
Yeah, so they're looking at drawing around the yellow guard now. So it would be a tougher run back. And it would be a run back on their own stone. So go behind the yellow one here. You can still be biting the 4-foot and buried.
Still be shot stone and buried. Shrinking the scoring zone for the Nowlan team. It's goal 1 for Jamie Stewart and his first rock of the 7th. Sweeper's not touching this. Robertson coming out. And that goes through the house. Oh my. And it looks like Josh is looking at coming around his own. Smart move, or would you rather the separation at this stage?
I think I'd rather the separation.
Nonetheless, that appears to be the call.
Yeah, he's going to come on the in turn.
Isaiah Downey.
The danger here is that you could allow the Stewart team to use that red rock as a guard, making a play on this rock that's just being thrown. So
if it goes too deep.
If it's deep, or even if it's wide, if it doesn't get full buried, and Stewart has a chance to get to the inside of it, he's probably looking now going to be looking at having to make a play on the front one. Whereas if he was just to draw around the corner, then he wouldn't have that
Sweepers
issue.
hard at work. Isaiah Downey and Jacob Nowlan trying to get this into the paint. Plan B may end up being a razor split. They're going to split. Well, it rolls 2 rocks into the house. Both appear to be full 12.
Yeah, they look pretty flat, so it doesn't... From this vantage point, it doesn't look like the...
Jamie Stewart's looking at making a play on Shotstone with his second rock at the end. Where do you want the shooter to end up?
I think you want to hit a little thin and try to roll in behind that red stone.
Davis and Nee, now they're on it. Now they're on it. And they're on the nose. Josh Nowlan having a look. It is...
Looks like its initial indication is that it's red. So if Red is shot, he'll just play a draw.
That is my feeling too. On the other hand, he has been struggling a bit on his draws. He has thrown, as Josh Nowlan, 2 draws light by about half the house.
Yep.
Calls a hit.
Yeah, just play the soft hit on it and grab a piece of the rings for his deuce.
This is playing the shot percentages rather than the probability percentages. Josh Nowlan with the final rock in at number 7. Sweepers on it straight away. Jacob Nowlan, Isaiah Downey trying to hold it. And they'll get the little squibble of a roll to get the deuce. And Team Nowlan now out to a 7-3 lead over Team Stewart. The Nowlan side congratulating their skipper and the sweepers on a shot well played. You're watching the 2020 Papa John's New Brunswick Under-21 Curling Championships from Thistle St. Andrews Curling Club on Bellline TV1. Fine result there for Team Nowlan, I would say.
Yeah, so that's control of the game for sure.
4-point lead now with 3 to play. Speaking of 4s, we head over to sheet 8, where Team Liam Marine, another rink from the host club TSA, got 2 in the 6th end. They now have a 4-3 lead on Alex Peasley from the Gauge in Oromocto. Playing 7, Peasley with the hammer.
So Team Stewart will have to be aggressive here to get their deuce.
And it's pretty much a must-deuce end.
Yeah, I agree. So once you get 2 corner guards up here.
And Timothy Marine must put up a guard here. Sweepers staying off. Slight clean, but a well-placed guard. Well-placed guard at the right time from Timothy Marine. This is Jacob Nowlan's second stone. Bit quicker than the first. Looks like they're going to hit their own guard. Split it onto the rings. To sit 2.
And that's okay for Team Stewart. They're up in the top 12. So he's got a free chance to put up another corner here.
You still have most of the house to play with.
He's going to like to come in.
You think it's a bit early for that?
Yeah, I would like to have seen another corner guard go up.
Sweepers now on. They've been off and on most of the way down. Trying to bury it. Well, they're on the 4-foot, sitting 1. Looks like Team Nowlan sensing a hit opportunity with second Isaiah Downey's first stone. Update from sheet number 7, our other streaming game. 1 point for Brooke Tracy in the 7th end, but the rink from the Gladstone Curling Club in Fredericton Junction still trails the defending champion Justine Como from the Capital Winter Club 7-2. Como with the hammer playing 8. Hit and roll out. Probably the less yellow granite, the better for Team Nowlan.
Definitely. That's what the scoreboard is saying. So Jamie Stewart asking for a come around again.
Same as last time, perhaps a little more buried. Marine and Davis on it like hawks, but this is going to crash. The guard does roll to bite the house. Shooter rolls towards center.
Opportunity now for Nowlan to peel that guard off.
He seems to be looking right now at the stone on the fringe of the house. More to get rid of possible counters than anything else. Very quick stone. Robertson sweeping it. They'll get what they need and roll out. Update from sheet 6. 1 point taken by Olivia Winter in the 7th end, but it is still Melanie Forsyth with a 5-2 lead, playing 8, and Forsyth has the hammer. Team Stewart now. Second stone from Emmett Nee. This will be another guard. No, hogged. Oh my. And my eye is drawn to Pierce Davis. You can see the frustration he's feeling with the way this game is going.
Yeah, you just gotta make sure you don't let those feelings creep in. When that starts to happen, you're not going to make your shots. So you just want to stay focused on the shots at hand.
Now, Team Stewart does have both their timeouts. We're in the 8th end. If either Coach Jeff Stewart or the skip notice the frustration, would it be worthwhile to call a timeout and just try to cool everybody down, refocus?
Oh, sure, if that happens. That would be a good time to call a timeout.
This is Pierce Davis's first rock of the 8th end. Draw into the top 12. Sitting second shot now. No hesitation from Nowlan putting down his broom for Will Robertson to make the rock go away.
Yep, see yellow rock, hit yellow rock. And our strategy's pretty simple at this point.
I'll see yellow rock, hit yellow rock. And 2 red Nowlan stones still in the house.
Yeah, so the Stewart team's going to have to use these red rocks as guards. Try to manufacture a deuce.
Manufacture a deuce. Team Stewart playing for their tournament. Pierce Davis's second stone looks quick. Sweepers, now they're on it. Now it's starting to dig in. May have just waited a bit too long.
Yeah, it just seemed to dig in there. The sweepers were watching, and then it just grabbed, and the brakes came on.
That's the sort of thing that'll come with experience, though. And as an under-18 team, they know that this isn't the end of their season here today. They still have the under-18s in Fredericton at the Capital Winter Club later this winter. Winner of this event will certainly see their season go on for another month. Winner of the New Brunswick under-21s will go to the Canadian Juniors in Langley, British Columbia in just 3 short weeks' time.
And that'll be a nice trip for the winners.
Slide by the guard. Marine will come out. Sweep it by everything. You have a guard.
Yeah, they got the staggered guards to come behind, so 2 still in play here.
We did see in the 6th end Jamie Stewart pull out the skipper's deuce. The pressure's on to do it again. Come around draw.
So all the rocks are worth the same value, so it's okay to score your 2 points with the last 2 rocks.
Sweeper's not touching this. Quick. Asking the stone to slow down. Will Robertson comes out to just guide it through.
Yeah.
Nowlan, do you try the guard or another draw?
Oh no, he has to bring it in and make Jamie Stewart's last shot a lot tougher.
Josh Nowlan's final rock, and then number 9. Jacob Nowlan, Isaiah Downey ready to sweep as necessary. Will Robertson holding the broom. And there's the brush. You don't want to hit the guard.
So both sweepers are just trying to carve it in there and get some finish.
It'll bite the forefoot, still pretty wide open.
Yeah, nice weight there by Josh.
Jamie Stewart has a nose hit for 1. And this is really to keep the game alive here. 8th end, you don't want to be down much more with 2 ends to play. Final shot, end number 8. Marine calling the sweepers off. Got a hit and stick around. Oh, beauty. Was there ever any doubt?
Yeah, great shot there. So
a vital point for Jamie Stewart. makes the score 7-4. Nowlan still with the lead. 2 ends to play. This is the 2020 Papa John's New Brunswick Under-21 Curling Championships. Live from Thistle St. Andrews Curling Club on Bellline TV1. And a quick update as Timothy Marine throws the first rock of the 9th end. We'll go over to see how his brother Liam is doing, skipping a team on sheet 8. And Liam Marine took a steal in the 7th end of his match. Liam Marine now with a 5-3 lead on Alex Peasley, playing the 8th end. Still early going in that end yet, Peasley with the hammer. Hogged rock there by Timothy Marine to start off the end.
Yeah, by his reaction, it looked like that rock might have picked. So Team Nowlan doesn't want any guards, just going to call them into the house.
And into the wings of the house, too. Let Team Stewart try to hold the center early and then pick away at it. Second stone from Timothy Marine. Davis and Nee will get this past the hog line. We have a final score on sheet 7. Justine Como takes another point in the 8th end. And it's handshakes. Justine Como of the Capital Winter Club gets the 8-2 win over Brooke Tracy of the Gladstone and Fredericton Junction. Good event for Brooke Tracy. We'll be seeing more of her side in the future. But her rink will not be playing tomorrow, Championship Monday, at the 2020 Papa John's.
So high guard there from the Stewart team, so they have room to get another one closer. And a tick shot there made by Jacob Nowlan.
Very well done. And we have another final score on sheet 6. Melanie Forsyth of Curl Moncton getting a big 3 spot in the 8th end. That brings off the gloves. Melanie Forsyth defeats clubmate Olivia Winter 8-2. So it will be a best of 3 matches tomorrow between Melanie Forsyth and Justine Como for the provincial Under-21 women's title.
So Jamie Stewart asking Emmett Nee to put the center guard up, and he's put it right on the center line.
Game 1 of that best of 3 series between Forsyth and Como will be on this very sheet, sheet 5, tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. We hope you can join us then.
So
We still have action here, though.
Yeah, Josh asking Isaiah to straight peel this.
Double peel. Gets 2 Yellowstones out of play. Leaves his shooter as a corner guard, but
That guard's a little closer to the center line, so Team Stewart doesn't mind that.
Team Nowlan probably doesn't mind that it's outside the 4-foot lines.
Yeah, Team Nowlan's happy they're looking at a couple of center line guards out there.
Emmett Nee.
So Emmett's being asked to put the guard back up.
And this is a good sweep from Pierce Davis and Timothy Marine. The rock will be high, but it is in play.
Yeah, it's on the center line, right where it needs to be. So Team Stewart just looking for a mispeel.
Isaiah Downey. Second peel of the end. Hit and roll right in line with where his first shot ended up. And now Jamie Stewart sensing an opportunity to use the corners now. Well, you use what you got.
Yeah, he could continue to play the center line guard and hope for that miss. So there's now an opportunity for when Team Nowlan peels for the shooter to bounce off one of those red rocks and come back into towards the center line.
Sweepers are working hard. Knee and Marine trying to hold the line. It is moving quite a bit. They're by the guards. Where will it stop? Back 8. Very difficult to remove with the guards there.
Yeah, he's looking at Slash and Rudd. He could also just step up there and just clean that front up. He has both his mates' rocks left here, so
he has asked Will Robertson to slash the red. Hard sweeping from Downey and Jacob Nowlan. Off now. Beauty.
Yeah, great shot there from Will.
And a redstone sticks around back of the house. Jamie's going to try to freeze now. Reaching for any glimmer of safety his rocks can get to. Here's Davis's second stone. Timothy Marine on your left. Emmett Knee on your right. Rock curling in, trying to get it to that back corner. Is still some space there. Stewart sitting 1, but perhaps not for long.
Yeah, good shot there. It's put in a spot that could be jammed.
Will Robertson second. Sweepers coming off. Well hit. Shooter will roll out of the rings. But I don't think they mind too much at this stage.
Stewart team can still go behind the corners and be full 8 foot. I think the freeze on the back is going to be biting the 12 foot somewhat. But it's an either or situation. Making the perfect freeze here and having the other skip miss it is quite difficult.
And Jamie Stewart must now know he has to steal this game. Davis Knee. Working hard the brooms. Get it back right on.
Yeah, great.
They're on the 8 foot.
Great shot. Great job by the front end there to judge the weight.
Fantastic job
Yeah.
by the front end. Fantastic job by Pierce Davis and Emmett Nee
Yeah,
on that shot.
We've seen they've been a very good judge of weight the whole game, and really seen any sweeping errors where they've underswept or overswept. That's a real benefit. The game of curling's all about the brushers.
Josh Nowlan trying the hit. There's going to be quite a bit of weight. Donkey cares about the backing.
He's not throwing a lot of weight here.
Oh,
Not as much as I thought. This would have been a high heater, fastball. But just a slightly off speed pitch.
yeah. And he gets rid of the backing.
Yeah, so the only option here is for Stewart to play another freeze, sit right on top of it again.
Jamie Stewart playing to stay alive in this contest. This is his second skip stone in end number 9. Facing down a 7-4 lead and one red Nowlan rock in the house. Nee Davis ready to sweep. They have been a more than able front end. Stewart trying to get his team out of jail again. Hard sweep at the end. Trying to keep the line. Oh, it's top. Top of the 8-foot.
So it looks like that came up a little light, and now team is going to draw for their 2.
Draw for the 2. Tough break, Team Stewart. Josh Nowlan from Curl Moncton at the final stone in end number 9. Sweeper's not touching it. He's been a titchy on his draws all game. Timothy Marine will come out and sweep it how far? Oh, that's close. The mates are having a look. It is one red, and it is handshakes. And Josh Nowlan from Curl Moncton will be curling in the C-section final tomorrow morning.
Great game from Team Stewart. They hung in with these guys the whole way, so really pleased with the performance they put out here today. And I'm sure we're going to be hearing a lot from those guys in the future.
Yep.
And so Team Nowlan, they'll move on and face the winner of Marine and Peasley for the C-section final.
Yep, and they have just posted the 8th end of that contest now. Team Peasley scored 2 points in the 8th end, meaning that it is a tie with 2 ends to play. Liam Marine and Alex Peasley. Liam Marine will be curling tomorrow, regardless. His rink already won the A section. We have Team Nowlan officially picking up 1 in the for an 8-4 win over Team Stewart. Very well fought contest. We'll be seeing more Stewart, I'm sure, in the under 18s later on in the season. Team Nowlan will be curling tomorrow morning on sheet 7, again against the winner of Marine Peasley. That will be streaming live. Also streaming live will be what's officially the girls' C-section final between Justine Como and Melanie Forsyth. Unofficially, it's the first match in a best 2 of 3 series for the New Brunswick Provincial Championship. We'll have more action on both sheets at 9 a.m. tomorrow and at 2 p.m. If we needed to, be on the air at 7 p.m. with the ultimate games of these championships. Right now, though, we leave you with Team Nowlan winning their 4th in a row at these championships and just 2 games away from a provincial championship. 8-4 winners over Team Jamie Stewart. For Kevin Kyle and the rest of our crew here at Thistle St. Andrews Club, so long from the Papa John's New Brunswick Under-21 Championships. And thank you for watching this presentation of the New Brunswick Curling Association and Bell Alliant TV1.